In order to access the Input Configuration menu on your Controls Incorporated module, you must first enter the controller password. To do so, please watch our Controls Incorporated password entry video. Once you have accessed the configurable menu, keep pressing the menu button until you reach Input Configuration. All Controls Incorporated Auto Start modules are programmed with a normally open Remote Start input on Digital 1. In this video, the operator will set up a dual float auto start system. To do so, press the up arrow button until you reach the Digital 2 input. The Digital 2 input will be programmed for the low float function in a dual float system, which is normally open. Therefore, since the Digital 2 input is already set to be normally open, the operator does not need to configure this setting. Next, press the up arrow button to view the Digital 2 input action, which is currently set to none. No function is currently assigned to the input. In order to assign an action to the Digital 2 input, press Enter and brackets will appear around the current setting. Continuously press the up arrow button to cycle through the action settings until you reach the desired choice, which in this case is low float. Once you have reached the desired action, press Enter and the brackets will disappear. Press the up arrow button to view the Digital 2 input message, which is currently set to none. This means no message will appear on the display when the action takes place. Since no message is necessary for the low float action, the operator leaves it set to none. Press the up arrow button to view the Digital 2 check, which is currently set to off. To learn about the different digital check settings, please watch our Controls Incorporated Engine Safety Configuration video. To change the Digital 2 check, press Enter and brackets will appear around the current setting. Press the up arrow button until you reach the desired choice. In the case of a low float function, the operator needs to have the engine check set to always so that the dual float auto start system will be monitored whenever the key switch is turned on. Press Enter and the brackets will disappear. Press the up arrow button to view the Digital 2 delay. A time delay can be associated with the digital input feature and is adjustable between 0 to 60 seconds. In this video, there is currently no time delay programmed for the Digital 2 input. Since none is necessary for the low float action, the operator leaves the delay set to 0 seconds. This way, the pump will start as soon as the fluid levels reach the high and low floats. The delay can be a useful tool if your floats are in a body of fluid that is agitated, causing the floats to bounce, creating a scenario of start-stop, start-stop, start-stop. For example, wavy water. Finally, press and hold both the menu and Enter button at the same time in order to return to the normal engine operating display. Always cycle the key switch off and back on again to retain any menu changes. When the Controls Incorporated module is placed in auto mode and no start command is present, the controller will automatically enter sleep mode after 2 minutes of inactivity. However, it should be noted that while the controller is in auto mode, any external input will cause the engine to start, such as floats and transducers, or in this case, a dual float auto start system. When a dual float auto start is triggered, the fluid has risen above the low float and continues to rise and closes the high float. This is when the controller will immediately power up and begin a countdown to start the engine. Please note that the engine may warm up, ramp up, and then cool down or ramp down according to settings selected in the Auto Start configuration menu. When the engine ramps up or down, arrows will be shown next to the engine speed on the normal engine operating display. Once the pit levels have lowered the high float and continue to lower to where the low float opens, the engine will ramp down, cool down, then shut down, and the controller will go back into sleep mode after 2 minutes of inactivity.